This is the RØDE Wireless GO. It's an ultra-compact wireless microphone system that is the gold standard for YouTube content creation. It's great on paper, but how does it perform in the real world? Stick around to the end of this video to find out the list of things that's keeping this little system from winning the best for your money trophy, in my opinion. Hi, my name is Martin and you're watching We Film Tech. Today, we'll find out if the hype around the Wireless GO lives up to its expectations and claims of offering the all-in-one solution for you and your future projects. The RØDE Wireless GO microphone system is currently priced around the £150 price point in the UK or $170 US. Also, the white color variant costs a few bucks less, maybe because it stands out more and can't be hidden as easily as the black one. I've dropped my links for both the color variants in the video description below. Check them out for the most up-to-date prices. You never know, they might go on sale one day, so take advantage of that. So what do you really get for your money? A transmitter and a receiver combo. 2 USB-C charging cables so that you can charge both the transmitter and the receiver at the same time, and a 3.5mm TRS audio connection cable. And for those of you who want to dive deeper on what a TRS cable is and how it works, I've made a separate video which you can check out right here. A couple of fur windshields, which surprisingly do block quite a bit of wind considering the size and way to clip them to the microphone. And last but not least, a little RØDE soft pouch, which allows you to keep everything in one place. My first impressions, the system is super light. So light, in fact, that it comes exactly at 30 grams for the transmitter and 32 grams for the receiver. That combo is significantly smaller than a couple of 9-volt batteries, and it's not bad considering that the transmitter has a built-in broadcast-grade lavalier mic inside of it, making the actual system truly wireless. You can also hook up a separate lavalier mic via the 3.5mm TRS input, which we're going to do later in the video to compare the overall sound quality, but more on that later. Let's start with the setup process. This is a quote by RØDE. "Setup is a breeze." But is it? Their instructions say, just turn the Wireless GO on and it automatically pairs in 3 seconds. Yeah, it's that simple. For the full setup required to get the best quality out of your system, check out our how-to guide in the next video. After clipping the transmitter and using it for a few minutes, I couldn't even tell that I had it hooked onto me at all times. Similarly, if you are the one behind the camera who's filming for long periods of time, then attaching the lightweight receiver to your hot shoe mount won't really tire you out by adding unnecessary weight to your rig. Bottom line is, RØDE's statement about simplicity is quite fair. The rest is just hitting record. And 3, 2, 1... And of course, for the rest of the video, we'll be using the sound that's going to be recorded to the Wireless GO system in order for you to have the full experience. The system has built-in rechargeable batteries in both the transmitter and receiver that can last up to 7 hours. And charged by USB-C, even if you go to low power and you run out of battery, you can hook them up to maybe a power bank and still manage to squeeze a few hours out of the video shoot. Based on my extensive usage throughout the day, I got around 5.5 hours from full charge. Let's see what the fundamental differences are between using the Wireless GO system on its own versus the help of no other than RØDE's own lavalier microphone. And here's what the system sounds like with the RØDE Lav attached. What do you guys think? Can you hear the difference? During the edit of this video, I wear studio headphones and the difference was definitely noticeable. But then again, this is another $50 to $60 that you have to pay to upgrade to this type of system. Would it be the same if you had a $10 alternative microphone that you got from Amazon? This is just a cheap and cheerful alternative that I got from Amazon for around $10 years back. And what I want to do is figure out if the lav mic is a better option despite of the brand. And I think the difference would be quite noticeable. So let's find out exactly how this performs as well. So here's the sound coming from the Wireless GO with nothing else but the built-in microphone. Now here's the same test coming through the Wireless GO and the RØDE Lavalier GO attached. And here is the sound coming through the Wireless Go with the cheaper lav mic attached. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below to rate each one from 1 to 10, depending on which system and which combo was used. It'll be very useful to find out if you don't necessarily need to go out and buy a £50 or a $50 microphone additionally to the system to make it sound good or better. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like these. In my opinion, the RØDE Lavalier GO complements the Wireless GO system like good wine does a steak, or Tom does Jerry, and vice versa, you know? Sure, they can both be great and have their own amazing performances, but together they're really something special. Let's take a closer look at the pros and more importantly the cons of how the wireless system performs. Firstly, the LED display on the receiver is a great little feature that allows you to see the audio levels at all times and keep track of the signal strength. I can reach quite a distance when it comes to recording. In fact, RØDE claims that it's up to 70 meters of recording distance, in a non-obscure line of sight, of course. I mean, the audio gets directly saved onto the video file, which means that I can't and I won't really waste time when I'm editing the video afterwards. On the other hand, RØDE claims that they've optimized their wireless system for short-range operation in congested radio frequency environments. And although I don't have much of a radio frequency environment going, I mean, I have a TV and a few other pieces of technology that might be able to interrupt the signal, it'll be a fair test. For this test, I'll be reciting a statement by RØDE which explains how the system have been optimized. And what I'll do is I'll leave this camera down here in the living room and then travel up a couple of floors to my room / office where another camera will be recording me. And during that test, between me getting from floor 1 to floor 3, I'll be able to see if the signal gets interrupted in any way and then the audio cutting up. There you go. As you can see, we're hooked up and ready to go. All right, so the Wireless Go features 2.4 gigahertz digital wireless transmission with 128-bit encryption, which delivers crystal clear audio under any conditions and excels in dense Wi-Fi and Bluetooth environments. Places like shopping malls, conventions, hotels, etc. Let's have a look. And I'm back into my room with a little GoPro. What happened? Was there any cut-ups? Did anything change? Let's find out. Okay, I'll give him that one. But here's some tests that I'm really interested in. Wind. Interestingly enough, the dead cat provided with the Wireless GO system is quite good, even in moderate wind. There's also another cool feature which I've kind of stumbled on accidentally, but if you're already using a gimbal to get more stabilized shots and you've already balanced it without the RØDE attached to the actual hot shoe mount, then attaching it won't really require a rebalance to the gimbal. It's very solid performance overall, and honestly, well done. However, there are some cons that revealed themselves during my tests. They say don't eat your dessert first, but I'll have to make an exception for this one because I was annoyed a little bit. You ready? It does not ship with the SC7 cable that you need to connect it to your iPhone with a Lightning connection or an Android device that needs the USB to 3.5mm adapter. You also need this cable to connect it to your MacBooks. So if you are going to be using this system long term, I would recommend buying one. I mean, for this price point, the cable should really be included in the box, but it has to be purchased separately. Going back to performance, although it works great most of the time, if I'm facing the camera, which I am right now, and you can see probably in the distance, as you know, you can't probably understand what I'm saying, and that choppiness can affect the way your audio gets recorded, especially if you need it at very, very long distances. What happens is, as soon as I block the signal with my body and rotate in the opposite side, I found out that if the battery is charged and it's above 80%, it happens less and less. So what I would recommend is probably keeping the battery charged as much as possible if you are prepared to go to
the distance and the extreme of this.
The two little windshields that come in are nice, but they don't always stay on the mic, especially when you're excessively moving around. Also, since the system is made so it works for a single person, the voice of that person and the clarity is amazing, but everyone else and everything else around the system is suppressed. But if what you're shooting is requiring more people to be heard, you'll probably have to attach a lav mic or a system separately to each person which is in the shot. So if you're using the transmitter just like I am, instead of using a lapel mic, which is quite discreet, and if you run it underneath the clothes and you just have it sticking out, it looks much better, it looks more professional. So if you're using it to capture audio for a film project, say, it's quite easy to notice and it takes out some of that cinema magic. Which leads me to the next point, which is that you can't simultaneously connect multiple RØDE Wireless GO systems together. Each RØDE Link system is designed to operate as a pair, which is transmitter and receiver combo, and you can only receive audio from one transmitter unit at any time. RØDE has addressed this particular issue with the dual channel feature, which is included in their second generation wireless system. The Wireless GO 2 features two transmitters and a dual channel receiver that allows you to connect both transmitters for recording two sound sources into a single device. On the other hand, you are balancing it out with the more expensive price, so my verdict, it's a great wireless system. It performs exceptionally well in almost all of the various environments which I've used. Am I bitter that they don't include the SC7 cable? Yeah, I am, but it's not a deal breaker. They're not the first ones to do something like that, nor will they be the last. Do I think it's the best value for your money package? Considering everything, it does deliver on its promises, and there are workarounds for most of the challenges that I've been presented with. I hope you found this video helpful and honest. Also, don't forget to check how to correctly set up your Wireless GO with the DSLR camera that you have in the most optimal way so you get the best performance out of your audio files. I have included the how-to guide right here. Thank you for exploring tech with me, and I'll see you in the next one.